I think oil workers make a terrible, terrible choice that their job is worth the risk. Um, and but a lot of that comes from the oil workers weren't technically educated in their job to know at what point they came within a hair's breadth of having an explosion, or a fire. And when you don't teach them their job and how their job works, they can't see how close they come to disaster, and it's so many of the safety systems failed on, and it's like, well, why did this happen? Why didn't the safety system work? And you get a bunch of I don't know, and then you investigate, and you find out, oh, the safety system was in bypass. Oh, the safety system was turned off. And because if the safety system would have been on, they wouldn't have been making as much oil. So the worker makes a choice to put the safety system in bypass and put his life and the platform and the environment at risk to make more oil, to look better on paper with his bosses. And that's him making a choice to be insane. That's in it for someone to put their life in danger. Is that person is insane. Okay, you don't put yourself in a position where you're going to die. And too many of these people have well, I did it once, so if I do it a second time, it'll work okay. And it does. And they do it a third time, and nothing bad happens. And they do it a fourth time, and nothing bad happens. And they do it a fifth time, and boom, they get a fire. They get a blowout. They get a blow up, And these men don't understand how this happened because they weren't technically trained to begin with. And, that's a lot of that was what I was sent out to investigate, to find out how the heck this happened, because the operator said everything was working. And when you go and you look through the paperwork, the notes, the way things happen, you tell them how it happened, and oh no, they're in complete denial. And it's like, you can deny it all you want, but that's the only way this could have happened. Right now, to improve our industry, we have a federally mandated program called SIMP, Safety and Environmental Management Program. And Bessie had proposed to build a training center for the inspectors. And that was like a very, very good thing, because it would have trained the inspectors more thoroughly, and Bessie could have expanded that to start training the workers. And they just shut that program down, which is terrible, because the all the new inspectors that they've hired, they need the technical training, the inspection training. The workers in the drilling and production industry need a uniform training center to train them. they have API, American Petroleum Institute, which they have a lot of online courses you can take, but there's no hands-on for the equipment to work with, and it was, I don't know why that the decision was made to close that, to not go forward with that training center. The industry can afford it. Um, Somebody like Exxon makes $10 billion in their first quarter. Their taxes can pay for that easily. But the terrible thing about it is when bad things happen, the real truth doesn't come out because it's suppressed, by the worker, by the person in charge of the field, and the lesson to be learned never really comes out. And so it's just not a good situation when our industry lacks integrity. It lacks integrity with a screaming passion, and if people would just sit back and tell the truth about a situation, it would be so easy to figure out what happened and fix it to where it doesn't happen again. If people would just report what happened to where Bessie could go out and help them fix but nobody wants to report anything. They don't want the regulatory agencies knowing. They don't want the insurance knowing. They don't want, upper management knowing. And, consequently, we have a lot of bad information going to the upper offices, and we still got people getting hurt offshore. We got people getting hurt offshore that aren't even on record.